Very well, let me get PC.
You and the first lady, they meet with Leoneans, then where they reside in Qatar.
Please, can we recite the national anthem, please? National anthem.
Of the realm of the free, great is the love we have for thee. Family united, ever we stand, singing the praise, O native land. We raise up our hearts and our voices on high, the hills and the valleys will echo our cry. Blessing and peace be ever thine own, land that we love, our Sierra Leone.
Thank you. Your Excellency, retired Brigadier Dr. Julius Manabio, President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Her Excellency the First Lady, distinguished guests, before we start this program, can we observe the presence of God? A minute of silent prayers. Amen. Amen. Your Excellency, with your gracious permission, I've been requested to moderate this program in our local language, Creole, with your permission, sir. Yes, sir. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, I would like to introduce. Well, I'm a boastful boy, that's why. With your permission, Excellency, I'll start for introduce the high table. I'll start with the Foreign Minister, Professor Francis. John, I'll clap for him. Next, the Minister of Trade, Dr. Sandy. Then the Minister of Southern Province. The Minister of Agriculture. And the Minister of ECOWAS Parliament. The Speaker of ECOWAS Parliament. And okay. Mandela, the daughter of His Excellency the President. And my boss, Her Excellency the Ambassador. Thank you very much. No, thank you. I will now ask Muna the community, please don't stand one after the other, just call your name and the position, the one holding at the executive. So maybe we'll start from this end. Community, please. Qatar community. Okay.
Myself, Chief Advisor Muhammad Fuhad Kaba. I represent the chairman.
Okay.
Mohamed Dabo Kamara, Electoral Commissioner.
Miss Elvira Onike-Smith.
Smith, that's me.
Miss Elvira Onike-Smith, Chair Lady for the Sahelian Community in Qatar.
My name is Sylvia Kuka, Vice Chair Lady of the SLQ community.
My name is Maikonte, Advisor for the SLQ community.
My name is Mohamed Adams Jallo, Welfare Officer for the SLQ community.
My name is Usman Ali Conte, Chief Whip SLQ community.
My name is Daniel Kamara, Financial Secretary SLQ.
My name is Mama Ruba, aka SLP People for Life, call for Salon for Better.
My name is Komabate Kabo, SLP for Life.
Christian Somisei, a die-hearted SLP supporter.
My name is Mohamed Masakwe, a die-hearted of SSB.
My name is Ishmael Bongua, aka
That's okay.
It's the happiest day of my life. Ever. 20 years that I admire you, I'm a mentor for general. And I admire you, the step we take. I want to take that same step. The challenge we get is stand by your word. Also, I admire for your woman, like human we get. Stand by you get a very successful woman. That's great.
Hello. Listen.
Me, my name is Ishmael Bongua. I come from Block of this street. I attend Morado Secondary School in Osaka. I'm your mentor. You know,
All right, well, thank you. Next, we're not going.
I am a chairman. I'm a senior man. AKA Bio, because I grew up from the Bio family. So they want the junior Bio, senior Bio, Soba, tennis, you know what I mean? They always have grown from the Bio family. So, you know, when I welcome them greatly and we appreciate you and I find it a privilege for we, you know, for those to presidents. Because we know what it means to we and then people are waiting before we, for them to come here, you know, like a great privilege for we. They give you more respect and they realize you as when I place it in all kind of country, you know, when I self will get for anyway and I'm more blessing for we.
All right. No, thank you. Yes, any other person? Yes.
My name is Abdul Chalma, all probable for life.
All right, well, thank you very much. We will now ask Her Excellency the Ambassador for giving us a welcoming remarks. Excellency.
Your Excellency, Madam First Lady, Honorable Ministers, distinguished guests, I want to welcome you all to this great meeting where we get. Your Excellency, we get over 500 Sierra Leoneans in Qatar. And when they come, then we want to welcome you in great number. The executive then came and said about 200 of them want to welcome you. Unfortunately, then tell we say in our private airport they come, they not they allow that. So they're not able to come welcome you. But I promise and say by the grace of God, we will do all means for me, we will put a schedule for you where you will able to meet them. And I want to tell you, thank you, Excellency. Despite your very tight schedule, you self don't make a time for able for can see you picking them. So we tell you plenty thank you. That don't show the interest and the love what you get for Sierra Leoneans, both in Sierra Leone and outside Sierra Leone. And like where that speaker said, this will be a blessing for them safe. Like where it don't be blessing for we country, for make His Highness the Amir Naya extend invitation to we on president say can't see me in my country. Now a big blessing for we. So this blessing, una self don't get them because today una don't can sit down with una president in the presence of them people here for let it show una say again love for una. So on a short note, sir, I want to welcome you and your entourage, and I wish you a safe trip back home. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Ambassador. We will now ask Ishmael Bangura, a.k.a. Echib Badabio.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon once more, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say, I'm going to restore myself. You know, I'm not born as a people. But most of them are not serving me. It's a very special day because of my mentor there. I'm not named today Ishmael Bongura. But most of them are because I'm the young boy. It's Excellency. I don't know the joy they will get. If I tell you something they believe, I'll let you pass. Me, mama, who born me. If you take my mom, if you are all 10, you put mother be your status and you phone as a mentor, one be the can. Now you full step I take. I never put nobody on the status, so that's not for his WhatsApp. I didn't have status. I don't have to say much. If you sorry go for the country, you will make you succeed. The plan will go for country, you will make you succeed. I dey pray back. I dey continue for pray. You go give me woman with the woman Fatima. You know I'm very serious. You have to do what you have to do. They listen to the people. Which what you want for a man success enough for good before one. I bless you for that. Oh God, wait till they ask for. It's ever put the points and blow up. Congratulations back to you. You know, for the past 20 years or 30 years, we come to be sick. You star rise up. Even if people are in the Leon Star 2020 this nation scope of us, all my talk about Sierra Leone for Leon Star. Congratulations to you, I they call a cow the as ambassador to put the blue, white, and blue up in terms of the entertainment industry, music. Congratulations. You know the people really think that our country because the people that are brilliant people, they can put the effort, they will put the blue, white, and blue. They look to the honor this not or sad. No, you know.
Excellency.
You said I'm a school boy.
Oh, prepare. Come on, see the chicken.
Go both school they left for it.
I get for gift also. His Excellency, stand at the back on behalf of the chairman, using a job for camp. The Chief Advisor, His Excellency President, retired Brigadier Julius Malamio, Her Excellency Dr. Fatiba Madabio, also, I can just one of this Chief Minister. Foreign Minister. Also, Ambassador, we give in thank you for we choose this man. Very well for we. Always call again of weight. They respond to it very well. Also, people of Qatar, thank you Qatar, to the American government of Qatar for we they accommodate we now, good people them. We appreciate also the Sierra Leone community.
On behalf of the Sierra Leone community, it's in our real problem for we. And also, things that really affect we, most of the brothers and the ambassador, more especially when it comes to treatments with companies and all that thing, we need the ambassador. So I'm not going much for say. So as everybody going to introduce themselves, I'm not going to introduce again. The full executive within Naya will work very hard. But we represent Sierra Leone, and we represent you. Thank you very much for we and we continue this way. Excellency, we will continue. God bless you. God bless Sierra Leone. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Kabar. We will now call the Foreign Minister, Professor Francis, to make a short statement.
Your Excellency, Madam First Lady, colleague ministers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Sierra Leonean community, we're really happy for there today. This is now the second time. This is the second time where His Excellency don't come on a state visit. The first one have been April 2018. Then I've been there as Foreign Minister designate. And again, the President don't come on the invite of the Emir because of the recognition with the Emir and the state of Qatar don't see the work and the impressive leadership way the President don't show across the globe. That time will become in April. Sierra Leone not being highly respected. But now war don't come. The respect we then give the President, the recognition, the way I see the Emir, they talk to the President. Now they talk about all waiting they do in their own country. Where the Emir they talk, I forget say that the President they talk about. That's not the extent to which Sierra Leone don't become recognized that the world stage today and countries like Qatar don't say they will continue for do business with the President and the country. The two key things that we is necessary for us to all understand that they focus on trade and investment, that the agricultural sector and the mining sector. And also the President make a case during the discussion, say, well, given the nearly 40 years of very strong relationship we established between the state of Qatar and Sierra Leone, now not the time for establish embassy. So the President said now the establish embassy. And see when I survey the President that talk and do. So once you don't give the directive to a Minister of Foreign Affairs, I go work with your ambassador. We did do very well now for cover a country who say you know sit down, it's not easy. In the Qatar, in the Kuwait, where they cover effectively. We don't meet with the foreign minister, we don't meet again. So we don't progress that. Some of them concerns that we don't raise, we will look into them. Happy for there, for support the President as the foreign minister, for support the First Lady and my colleague ministers. And this is now one of the visits the world don't come see. Everybody relax. Most of the time, we're under soldier regime. So we're always on high alert. But this time, yeah, the President don't make sure, say, at least the last day, we relax a bit. So I'm happy for me to know all. The foreign ministry won't account Africa, and please wanna make the effort for visit the foreign ministry. We'll get a diaspora directorate where they work effectively for promote trade and investment, but also East is the one that gets interested, especially the one that would then study, the one that want to do internship or can learn and see how to work with the foreign ministry. We'll get the opportunity there. I say thanks to all. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Francis. You know, people then they talk about we First Lady. We self now, we've been a most people. The President and me big Qatar. So me say now I'm going to work that man wife. And we the most football, so we get good eye. So we don't come. It's not a privilege, an opportunity for we for getting this high power delegation headed by His Excellency the President. So the Mami will get you in the country, let us talk to you more. So I the Mami let's talk to
Thank you. Your Excellency, retired Brigadier Julius Maribio, your dearest husband. What thing are you getting for proud of us? Honorable ministers, our ambassador, my dear auntie, ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy and so delighted for there and see wonderful faces. You know, when you go in a country and you people they know that you therefore get concerned. Or when you go in a country, you people they not come for see you, then there is a problem somewhere. But when you people they ask say they want to see you, nobody know they want to see somebody way bad. Nobody know they want to see somebody who not mean anything to them. The fact say una ask say una want to see His Excellency the President, that one day na sign for say una self way there as much as una not day inside Sierra Leone, they be part of waiting they go there, but una also they enjoy waiting they happen in Sierra Leone. Because 4 years, now the 5th year we go into so from when His Excellency don't take over. The transformation, but people don't talk about her. Because if it not suits you, it has to let you talk about her. If you don't like education, you know they appreciate education. If you don't like for the woman, they also get power. You know they appreciate the thing that His Excellency don't do for woman. If you're not possible where they after people picking them, you want for the point them. You know they happy say the First Lady they talk about their problems today. But if you're not possible when a progressive person will want something for happen in a country way positive, where you want to see education, where you know see if we all are enlightened, that one day they transform we, and then all the bad thing the way they think of, we're not good one. If you're able to make decision for yourself, when nobody know they influence you, you're only able to do that one day with education. Sure. And that education day, His Excellency don't put at the forefront of what we do for make sure say if we not get that opportunity, they don't pick in and get out. Because what we pick in and get out, and get for protect we tomorrow. They will pick in and the world they go so fast. The world they go so fast right now. If we not prepare, we pick in for waiting there ahead of we, it will be difficult for we. I'm not going to talk about all the problems the way His Excellency inherits in Sierra Leone, because we don't need to talk about the problems then anymore. And the things the way you don't do, we don't change Sierra Leone. Now, I know they do partisan business because I already know where I belong. But me and you, whether you are from this party, that party, or every party, we are all Leoneans. And our job is to make our country and encourage people, good people, to come to our country and help us develop our country. Sure. If the country develops, and we all invest. So on our way then at this side, my advice is not to all man get opportunity for even enter inside plane. Now you don't find your way in this part of the world. Any side where you go, there is a law. If you follow the law, you are also protecting the image of your president. If you make sure so you're an abide citizen, they abide to the rules of the country. Because when you can not to Sierra Leone law, they work now. This country gets EU law. Follow their laws and then you focus on your own personal development. The reason why we travel and follow we go out and go learn something new. Let's just go out and learn something that will change we for a better person. So today, I just for say to Una, thank you for being a good citizen. For more we don't come, No one person not tell we say, na this Sierra Leonean they don't do yanda, na yanda they don't go do so, na this they don't go do so. Then in a good time. And I just to pray, say, as we continue for calm, then we just to get that same news they say, oh, Sierra Leoneans are good people. Down in a good sign for your citizens. And not say all the talk, and let me not do the talking. The person we actually get the talk, the person we need for tell you what it stand for and waiting in a plan, you know, beyond 2023, because inshallah God get for make it a win. Waiting in the work on, and then how we all collectively, now we all get for make sure say we president be a better person. You president, now you president. We can come to them part of the world and see how then they honor their leader. And then the country within our country, you ask yourself, say, if we're in a different planet with it. Now we get for change with your mentality. We get for change the way. I will tell you, I can tell me, Auntie, where I see message, where I see call from any side of the Middle East, and they refuse for pick up. So even if na emergency, I know they pick up. Then that person, if na person will be for help, I know they will help them. Because Yana, one of the places where I get people in, either they can then take the SIM card, then go other side, or then they we will just call you no more where you pick now for costing no for no reason. So now when I see any telephone number when I'm from the Middle East, I just refuse not for pick. In fact, I just be blocked immediately. I don't block it. You see, honestly, because I the face no one now the next thing, as I say hello, the next thing when he come na mami cause, you know, and I'm not do bad, you know. So please, when we did them party here, you know, we all get hats. Mami cause is not sweet. You know, I don't go ever cause anybody in mama. But this is not the part of the world where Sierra Leone and the way they are, hey, some of them they really get some in for somebody like me. So please, I beg, when we are in Sierra Leone, let us do party business. But when we don't come out, we have one people, we have one and politics also gets in time. We cannot be in political mood every day. Yes. It is boring. It not become interesting anymore. So me, I be non-decode. I don't draw line. Say I not deeper, no political, nothing. Now that make, if you see the Hands of Our Girls campaign, and you don't get political note on anything. Where are they going to their school? I know they ask them begin and say, which party papa, which party mama dey. When President Bio said me say, go give this to them begin, I know they go call register for know which party you did. Because the people in a salon today, in the don't put before. They don't say come there and now do division. Imagine if President Bio they pay for 2.5 million picking school fees. Every they pay. Now imagine if they go to up say all the picking when an APC picking let them go so. That means that half of the population they get for pay school fees. So does that make him a good leader? No. No, we focus on leaders them where they bring it together. Leaders them where no one day tin up and talk about tribe. Leader one day President Bio no they look waiting up say, oh this one no na full like come out so. Now the most comprehensive president we get all tribe inside it. Because when you sit down, you look na left, na Manigo Sidondi. In west, you look na right, na Fula Sidondi. Not in Fambu. You turn so, na Timni Sidondi. You go so, na Limba Sidondi. You know, of course you get forgetting Mendede. Mendede is not part of Sierra Leone. You get forgetting. So this 9 and 1 for Lord we all understand. Lord prepare ourselves say, Lord we focus on progress. You can then at any political party, but you know in politics, you don't get they not tell you say you party now forever. Follow waiting they care progress now your life. If me party no good, any the way say people no good, I they tell them say no, na no good I they move. And not go for pay transfer fee. And they only move to something way better for me. So una no focus on waiting better. Una no focus on the good things there. Una no focus on waiting will make salon good. Because when salon better, now we all better. And when Mother Bio says salon go better, I will tell you now, before I go, pass salon better. Because the next 10 years, they will pick in their way, don't go school soon. They're all, then they can be somebody in our society. They're all, they therefore can be prominent people. They're not going for vote for Mother Bio. So not for voting they do them. It they do them because he left the country. He wanted salon better. So I beg, if I be not do ignore.com by your number, now this can be the reason. I beg, not anyone there. I don't do ignore by yourself. Papa, now the Middle East are afraid to know what they I will try for no waiting at the code number. What is it? Yeah, 974. Okay, I don't go do all the 9 in it. Anything, assassin 9, and they go block immediately. I'm truly happy for them with that, and I've been look forward to this one. I tell Mother Beauty, no go do it, no call me, no go do it, no call me. So that is how much I've been look forward for me to that, and I am proud to say I am a Sierra Leonean among my
serious message to my Leoneans. We are all Naya can talk to now on ambassadors. So your conduct or reflect society. If they are not continue to private sector. Well, so I now have the honor and privilege to invite His Excellency the President Dali. Let me talk to him small. Your Excellency.
Already, Madam First Lady, the ministers, the ambassador, and fellow Sierra Leoneans are glad for the night this afternoon. We're glad for me tonight because we actually travel in different parts of the world. This is not always the highlight of my visit. For me, we competed. We come on and home. Now they represent we Naya and we come me we na leader before meet and talk. Why that is necessary now? Because we na we Naya not the of course salon. And therefore there are certain things that one can get where they unbox you now, or can need for the way that we can see how it happen. But what's really interesting, now the fact say 4 years ago we are now been few Sierra Leoneans every day. And I can tell when I say everything that they do to the highest level, the EMEA know when a number within I. Yesterday, day before yesterday, we are meeting. He said the last time you been come, now only about 300 Sierra Leoneans every day. He said now they don't reach 500. So, he knows say when I did. Yeah, the another joke with identity. Because now that way they will create security, and that way they will plan. Any other possible way they come, you will know them. So when an officer, when people that we nobody know about you, they know about you now. That's not the highest man, they know the number. So then if I call them, you're going to be giving names there. So at the big one, the first appeal where they make to one, when they create friendship, for no benefit from their friendship then they. Now fail when I can't fail and also when you come now for fail and fine, not misbehave. However, thing hard, your reputation, the reputation of your country, if you come first. And no one come one day, it begin grumble but tuna. You not grumble at all. I want for making to be good citizens. Yeah, now law and discipline, law and order. If you not unbucket them, you work no more, forget you really nothing, you know, we get problem. If somebody want to take advantage, now make the ambassador day. And like I want to don't begin appeal, instead of we don't say, we forget ambassador now, we will try to get ambassador. But the most important thing is, now for me, I know say, we're not Leoneans there. And we're a small country, but what for change that image about we? No, na salon people that really say cause or for vet or for what itself. No. There are times where you look, you left. Cost now mean nothing. In fact, the only thing we mean is you weigh the cost. Something wrong with you. That's the only thing we do. Something wrong with you. And if Namami goes to the cost, in fact, something wrong with you. Because, yes, we all know, we respect your mama there. Nobody mama enough for cost. So I really want for just say, we can gladly for meet Leoneans there. I know ever meet Ishmael and all the other fans that we are getting there. But I'm gladly. And what to make a gladly for now, at the first day Ishmael, at the first time we meet at the same forum, and you come on at that part, they will say, most people they will say, me never get support them. And now then kind inroads they will make. Now then kind people here, so make you want for use as an example. President View. You know why? Because now bad politicians that they try to make we feel say when somebody come on Makini and come on Lusa, you know go support my lady. You know, last weekend we been there Kono. They bring three Limba people into me. The other one he said he just come. Now the two actually say they just come. They say they want for BSLPP. I said, why? He said, well, APC we don't lie for me. I said, what's not the lie? He said, they come, they say, one big man, he take me picking them. He said, I give you with, I give me picking in with a name and insert in your name. They say me picking them. So, we want for take that element. Me not believe say I will campaign with ethnicity or region. And I make way I see Ishmael. Sometimes if today's society will say nine body something here in the bad use. But today not the first day where I see him. And the way where I see Brown, not this, you know, not for nothing. It's there are people, you see people, you look at the way when they do things there, and you want to be like them. Yes. That's how they grow. That's how they grow in the world. Because, you know, for people like of an age, when I know, I'm not going to for dwell on this because for me, I see myself as a leader, and therefore, now responsibility. I can normally make this joke. I say, you ain't at the pop in at the house, you know the grab up for money and say, yesterday I paid your money. Now your responsibility. Today I cannot pay your money. You know you talk about that, and now your responsibility. For me, at a very tender age, I entered politics. Wait to make I take power now for the sake of Sierra Leone. Wait to make I left power now for the sake of power. I'm going to soldier for the sake of Sierra Leone and affect for Sierra Leone. Now God keep me alive.
Because as a military man, you handle yourself peacefully.
All
one person tell me before, one day, he said, what to make you be handover? He said, you been drunk? I said, no. I said, when you get 7 million people, me one. I said, I equate that to me on just personal desires. I said, you're not equal. Sure. When you be leader, you are not for yourself anymore.
Yes, sir.
All your actions there for be geared towards the people there. Just like mommy and daddy now house. Practicing the own they do now for una picking there now. But you get for make sure say you ensure say they get good life. You do go drag, you do this. I will not say they send for them $100. Which one the money I said? Yeah, that's so. All of that we they do because we want to take care of food. No, so everything we me don't try for do. We not because we'll be doing at school. Now me that they keep money too. Everybody, when they want to buy something, they sneaker there. The new sneaker, we don't come on. Who they will buy it? People that they keep gather the money, they can't give me. Because they don't say 3 months later, where you can, that same money where you give me, now they give back. I don't know what say I've been get to. But that one we know to be on. And I know they touch, and they forget to say forget her. If you can 3 months later. And all of them things they pay because like this young man waiting in ISO and few others, the time where I come up, of course politics is a rough place. Where I come up, they say, this person here, they eat people there, now blood in their hand. I say, when I bring one example, today, not drunk guys. Today, they challenge so. I say, when I come, they not get. Now one young man, where they talk about this, they talk about corruption, he say, a member. Me don't forget about that. He said, we didn't care me going to both school. Me hand over me to this man. Now it takes more money 1 year. And I said, no, I will take care of the picking. I don't need money from you. A big man today. Bring the story then they out. So what's your character? Your character. Now the biggest asset, not what you get in a bank. Yes. One day, where people then they talk all the rubbish there, where I listen to this young man's story, and that time it remind me, I remember where my mama go. But I say, I'm not getting nothing, but I'm not going to take money for take care of. So you're not going to take the power past the people there. So when time comes for make a decision, you get to make that decision then. In 1996, I come to the conclusion, say, in as much as power sweet, I need to step out from the word well done. Because everybody say, na soldier government will not help them. Where accommodate, you ain't not come? The word done also. I initiate the process, I bring for this and come out of the bush. But the peace comes. If I be go say, Pastor died, now one for don't die, he said, no. Because the wives of time, we go figure out our country from where they believe 20 But for the sake of mortal man, you get for let go. Today, we are one of the shining examples of democracy.
Yes, sir.
Today, we are the America, then we say, I'm not going to go to America, not so. Yes, when America can come for me now. The same place where they say, I'm not going to go, and then they take 300-400 million. They say, because of your leadership, yes, look this now you go for free. You know, they say 1 million. Yes, sir. This not happen for nothing. So you go see some man the way they under because of this social media now. Everybody they right. The one that will not be right, then they right. The one that will not get idea for right, then they right. So they can mix up everybody for believe say nothing not happen as well. You know, the other day, Ishmael Abedina in school, me not be, you know, for the first time, I'm going to Moredo. Now, in school come first. Yes. For us. And the young man will come first at the whole country and in school for us. That is in the north. I go there because na Sierra Leonean there. I don't care which, you know, which language or what they talk. The kind policy the world don't introduce towards education, they don't make everybody don't get sick for go back to school. Over 2.5 million people in there will they pay for. This country population. Will they pay school fees? Will they pay school fees? We pay the exam fees the first time. We already know either selective or Becker or whatever O level will they pay. Now will they pay for the all. Make person not get excuse. Yes, sir. Will they buy textbook for them? We buy textbook for the teacher then for help them for teach. And we they provide food. Now most part of the country for make picking there not go school only one. Inside the big town there, we don't provide buses. You know, because when they talk about all of this, and make a tell now, the government will take over, not to me talk about. They say, even there austerity, there's a several levels. Then therefore, in the state of austerity also, that means a teenage tracker say, we all come, that austerity they in 4 months, we able squeeze, we able lock them, loophole them, we create money, now we start the education program. 4 months, we don't take one day from anybody out of the country. 4 months. And if anybody tells you say education not important, important. And education they in different forms there. Then I go one for encouraging like all the opportunities there. Today at the education city, not so? Yes, a big, whether technical, vocational, whichever education, get them. Get them. When nation they make use of them, improve your life. Not can you go back, you know, don't improve. Do something. Yes, sir. And you don't need for go teach, you know, you don't need for go Cambridge. Learn something where you go and you go set up your business, employ the other one there. Sure. If not fridge is something for me. Be your own boss. Be your own boss. Open up. If people they don't see, you know, good cooling system person, where aircon can work, now you know the call. Every day aircon in the above, every day motor in the above, every day fridge in the above, every day generator in the above. These are all things because sometimes there's some of you say, ah no, me not go to this job. If it's a big do a good one, you don't get money. So for we don't come an opportunity for me if we reach now. This is now one of the richest countries in the world, one of the most advanced. If they tell you how they did 30, 40 years ago, you're not going to give up. And we said, we don't need the camera salon. We don't need the camera salon. Amen. And also it's a map where we sit down there. If you cannot say this, one day on that foot or so, we said we don't need the camera. Hey, people they will go to it. The doctor they will not go back reverse gear for go back home quickly. You don't say once in the reverse, you know they want to be. It's anything they make clear no more. Once you don't go here, we get information so that happen. Salon go better. And not to any other person go for makeup when I see them there. So I really want for Mekuna way they will establish their friendship here all for our sake, for the country's sake. We will make sure say we will not bring anything we will bring shame. Whether it's this Leoneans are the best behaved nation. Yes, sir. I really want make una get a repetition. Work hard. You know, come here for can misbehave na ya. You know, come here for can hide na ya. Work hard so that when you go back, you're going to live a better life. So I will appeal to una. We will continue for ask for opportunities. If there are any serious challenges, like I don't say, we will try to make sure so we resolve them. We will talk to them, but I will also always work for appeal to una. To make una put up on our best behavior, so that when we set the appeal, it will be easy. We can be a great nation. We were. But because of politics, let me reach something. We don't pick up ourselves again, and we don't go before. And I will tell them, I say, Sierra Leone, not to the same salon. In fact, the pastor said, I tell them, he said, when you can first, they said, just look you with Konaya and let you. He said, you can't change it, the gold, fed corruption. He said, this time we are sending invitation for you. Because all what you say the go do. I see you don't do them. Under the circumstances. The corruption, when you see the good faith, he said, I know about corruption in that country. He said, I've been saying this man a joker. He said, but what you don't do so far? Never make I say make you come. Now we can talk business. And you don't show interest for many companies then, may necessarily the same people that propose along. In the mining and agriculture, and the two areas they said, I decided that they will be the same. But all the other businesses there, all the business concerns them, we count from private sector people then, few of them, they are Mr. Qatar, I think the other one, they talk to the other businesses that they are to make them see how they will extend their hand, go do business here. Because of that kind of thing, they strengthen the relationship between two countries, so business and they. So, I'm glad you for me too now.
I'm glad you for me too.
I want for promising and say, the quality of leadership we have been promising are not ever change. I want for people to know say, we go through extremely difficult times. COVID has been extremely tough. But even the World Bank, they know say we don't do well. The British Minister from Africa, even this salon, where you go, waiting in High Commissioner Salam, where you go to me, he said, I'm not getting nothing to tell you. He said, because where they showed me yesterday, what you don't do. He said, especially during this COVID time, he said, I don't believe, say, now, for say, continue. He said, because we say, when the big one there. So then I partook with the pan. I'm not recording that. He said, I don't believe what you don't do. So, really, it just sounds like they can get password, they can get sales password, they can get Z password, they can get my password, even the train also will get past them. Not to all of them no more, if we take time, we will abuse women. You go end up with the women they abuse. So, I'm glad you for Lina, glad you for Siruna. I like the spirit. I want to encourage you now. When I continue for land, the world is tough, but if you get that your side where it's happy, it will always find a living for you. Be good ambassadors. Thank you.
Before we make the national anthem, I just want to add small talk. Tell us something. All the Canadian country for the land, the way His Excellency and the First Lady will talk about leadership. Then country, the leader, they wouldn't call him, and they pray for them. So, who say His Excellency Dr. Julius Madaville, they God protect him. So Lord land from today, Lord, they pray for him. Lord, pray for the first lady. Because the work they do not small work. Now, big work. So Lord, pray for them. Now, that no more work do for them. They go direct them. So on that note, now we make national anthem. Then they go make, yes, please. A small announcement. Or you want to ask questions?
Something like 2 minutes to share.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you to my president and the ministers and ambassador and the first lady for giving a great opportunity to the Leoneans then for listening to me and for the solution today. Because I remember in 2018, we a few Leoneans of food there by then. But I could not get the spirit and courage or go witness you because due to their own issue when they get by then, when they take for resolve, it was really tough by then for the Leoneans and as well. So some of them have done a great experience at the Open Hotel for complete 6 years. We very soon will go to a better position as a Sierra Leonean as well. You know very common where they say I'm a Sierra Leonean. From where? Which country? Yeah. It means for introduce from West Africa, this part, fair map and all. But like then so we see the president they come before the ministers, I see the education minister of the primary also become at a point of time. Yeah, then all the sign, the sign say we get like a leader then, and then part of the world. Because we see other Africans then, where there is like likes of Kenya, Uganda, Zimbabwe, and then South Africa. As you say in a black, the first question, are you Nigerian? Due to your accent. Ghana, Kenyan, South African, stop. Nothing more. Asking for you to introduce yourself again. Oh, you're not the first person I've seen in this country. Are you here? Yeah. So most of the Sierra Leoneans doing now, maybe they get British book. Some of them need to carry the Sierra Leoneans. They carry the British book. So some of them they carry the Sierra Leonean passports. One for me they recognize you as well. Because if we do work in this part of the world, if we get a very good leadership in this part of the world, they help us as a whole. Because now don't make like, most of people in Sierra Leone get bad because of the Gulf country. Because of we really get ambassador in the country, everybody will go astray. If we get a platform, we are in, if we get possible to go complain to, certain things they will be able to resolve and we'll be able to control the Sierra Leone. So at the moment, we'll not get like embassy now, but we'll beg for like a short period, we'll get a representative, maybe like a consulate. For the moment, stay the president will try for establish the embassy. Why not say it will take a little bit of time. Because only some students will go up overnight. You forget buildings and costs, all things they get for accumulator. So that we will get somebody who will pass on the message. Because the ambassador where the Kuwait done it greatly for the assistry to the chairman of Ghana. Like recently I get an issue where like I need my marriage certificate for me and woman because society work, we send myself the work and then allowance because the parents outside. So like the only proof them will say you are married, legally married, not your girlfriend. Now when you give your marriage certificate out. And the way the only way they will feel say authentic, now way this country has the attestance yes, they recognize them. And then they will go happen if we get like a foreign embassy in this country here. So I need for they try to Kuwait, after Kuwait back again, Madam Ambassador then carry time. They say currently at the moment, they not get Kuwait where they represent Sierra Leone and Qatar. Now only like Saudi Arabia. Because I see that way back in the system, so when they be there in very good time, a Saudi embassy be there overshadow here. So I think that needs for change because since my ambassador they go and come, I go like a 2 things. I go on the foreign affairs, they tell me the same thing. I go on the government center where they attest the same thing, they tell me back. They say no, that only Riyadh ending. So I say no, I say the embassy in Kuwait and over, and they like oversee it. They say no. We system what to get a Saudi Arabia. So I need for DHL back again as Saudi yesterday. For me they will stamp up for me and bring them back again. So I know like challenges that they face it. Maybe we go and go the cost. But what's our dollar Sierra Leoneans now? We not go then cost today. So we are paid for that. They will look into that. They will talk to the Minister of Internal Affairs or Foreign Affairs for get some little bit of changes. Because I speak to the people in Saudi Arabia, they say they only cover Oman, I think China and some countries, the Western states. So they say Qatar under the system. I say, well, what you mean need? They say a guide for the day. So now stamp and let me can go. Let me your problem solve. So for what I say. So that's short I want to say. So thank you very much again for coming. I will look forward again for the opportunity.
Just one more.
Part of one family. My education is about technical vocation because Leoneans we lack a lot of skills. People trust your education where you carry it, then believe more on skills, not on which you pack the degree or whatsoever. You know, me just there and I'm 44 days now. I don't walk around in terms of jobs that they see. We certain Leoneans and they will call you helper because you know go earn certain money way because you know learn skill. So my vocation to the president and the first lady, because the president don't tell we say, you know, we person the talk who say mass, you know say mass. And myself take and listen that. So I want the power for get a vast land na Sierra Leone, we will open a technical vocational institute. This is about machineries, it's about plumbing. This other expatriates, not about say they learn machinery past some of we. Myself now learn 2-3 machine there. But because they're not recognized, we will not get a small paper they have from their institute here. Then they pay with them 4 million, 3 million. Why then they pay them 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 dollars in South Africa million? I go to testify that. Yeah, that is yeah with the big sir. That's how we do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our first lady in Qatar.
His Excellency Brigadier Julius Magabio, Your Excellence, the First Lady Fatima Bio, Madam Ambassador, representative of the Qatar government, and the honor and guests. We the Sierra Leoneans community in Qatar, we honor you, and as you are here today, we welcome you, and it's a pleasure and a joy to receive you and your wife with our ambassador. We thank you for this opportunity that we have through our ambassador, and we really appreciate it. What we are asking for, sir, as our father of the nation and our mother of the nation, please, would they ask you, would they plead to you, let you help we, not get ambassador here. Me when they talk to una so, I don't there so 10 years, with the same people who bring me from Lebanon. And I deal with them as a family, and I'm really happy with them. And also, I did please to be Mama, Madam Fatima Bio, Duya. Duya, would I beg you, let yourself help with sister. Before we don't see the act within Lebanon and Kuwait and Oman. And me not the first person where I disagree with her. But they say all things are not the same. And I mean, they pray, let God make, if Salon Titi and they can make that same act, they not be naya. But I tell God thank you, where before say now, Salon girls then don't they come. Before Salon Oman then they, but then they use British passport. I mean the first Salon Titi will begin work naya as a house girl. Now they don't begin they come, but I tell God thank you, a true company then they come. Because when they come without company, then they suffer. And now they know they kick, they know they fight. Qatar also, if you don't offend them problem, they know they offend you. Peaceful country. Once you then legal. But the only thing, now the salary, and also then they seize advantage sometimes per week. Like for example, when we get one problem, when our mama, with the Saudi, I help we solve us. Because me, I talk Arabic. Then we bring one of we sister, and not like the work, and the man get misunderstanding, but they want return. Now me go stand for her. For say, make it stay. We go take the care, the community go take care of her. Tell God thank you, everything okay. So, dear, with a big user, we want is the green flag na Qatar, green, white, and blue. We want answer. The last thing, they call upon you, dear, let you help we for let we community register. Let them know we as a Sierra Leonean Tire.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
No, now just short announcement. I not say una want take photo opportunity with the president.
Yes.
The first lady, but yeah, very small.
Exactly. Okay.
So I just want to announce say we done after national anthem. Una go make una way outside, stay as they are now. Una go back, and then we will take the first lady and the president and Mr. Nicholson. Thank you very much.
We allow we all stand for the national anthem. 1, 2, 3, go.
I exalt thee, Lamb of the free. Great is the love we have for thee. Family united, ever we stand, singing the praise of native land. We raise up our hearts and our voices high. The hills and the valleys they echo our cry. Blessing and peace be ever thy own. Land that we love, our Sierra Leone.
Thank you.